What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we are going to be shoutcasting my own battles that I had yesterday on the live stream for Go Battle Night. So I just want to put out a huge thank you for everyone who tuned in to the live stream yesterday. It was a ton of fun. We did a lot of giveaways and we did something special that I think I want to do in the future for other live streams, and that was you guys build me a team. I run it. If I pick your team, I add you guys to my friends list. If I go 5-0 with it, you guys get lifetime access to my patron Discord, and you guys get the new merch item that I have, the Golden Boom. I know you guys have been asking for it for a long time, some Boom merch, and we finally dropped it right there. So if you guys want to get this Boom merch and support me that way, you guys can head down to the description. There's a link there. You guys can head over and get that for yourselves. But this team was one of the best teams I ran yesterday. Obstagoon, Golbat, and Victini. There are booms. This team's a lot of fun. I will also say, throughout these battles, some of my opponents made some mistakes, and what you guys want to do is set yourself up for success. If your opponent makes a mistake, you want to be in a good position to capitalize on that. So there's going to be a lot of stuff we can learn from these battles that I'll be talking us through, and we also have some really fun plays. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. All right, getting into this first battle. These were all live streamed. If you guys want to check out the full video, it is on the channel, but we have Obstagoon on the lead versus Shadow Hypno. All right, this is a pretty good matchup for us, considering Night Slash does do super effective damage, and they really can't one-shot us unless they go for a Focus Blast, and I will be counting the confusions. Now, when you are running Obstagoon, you want to make sure you throw that Night Slash in the middle of their confusion animation. That's why they can't swap out. This as well is just going to be a punch, probably Thunder Punch right here, which is only going to do neutral damage. We are going to be able to get to a Night Slash, so I am going to throw it, as you can see, in the middle of the animation. Hypno throwing it, it's going to be about 4 seconds there for confusion, so throw it 2 seconds in, and we do take out the Hypno. Beautiful. Now they bring in a fighter, and we swap right away into Victini to get ahead on energy, and we do see an Abomasnow now come in. So we have a great win condition right here, and I'm sure you guys can see it. We're not going to give up a shield, obviously. We resist all the charge moves from Weather Ball and Energy Ball. We are going to be throwing a V-Crate. This is obviously going to one-shot the Abomasnow, but my opponent knows this charge move. They're obviously going to shield. They have to. You guys can kind of see the win condition here. Our win con is to come in with Obstagoon, farm down, and then put Golbat in against the Shadow Machamp, and that'll be a good game right there. So Weather Ball will be taking us out. We're going to wait for the timer just a bit, and then we're going to bring in that Obstagoon right here. Go for that Night Slash basically right away to do neutral damage right here. Could go for Cross Shot, but this is going to be enough anyways. And then we're going to swap into Golbat when they do bring in the Shadow Machamp, and that is going to be a good game to my opponent. Now, their only win condition right here is to land a Rock Slide that I think is going to be a Cross Chop. So I'm just going to go ahead and double shield, and what's great about Golbat here is Poison Fang got an update which has a 100% chance to lower your opponent's defenses, which is really nice right here. So this is going to be dropping that defense. We will be getting the final shield, and then we will be fast moving down, and that'll be a good game. Very well played to my opponent. So a very nice lead for us. They decided to let it go, and we were able to handle it with that back line that handles fighters as well. So let's go ahead and move into this next battle here. We have, let's see how this one goes. You guys want to stay till the last battle is the best one, I'm going to be honest. Obstagoon versus Serperior on the lead. Alright, so in this matchup, we're going to be taking a lot of neutral damage from Frenzy Plant, and I get a bit of lag right here, so I'm losing count of where they're at. So I'm going to go off Intuition, or use the Force, as some of you may think. We're going to go ahead and throw the Night Slash, and then I'm just going to bail on Intuition. And we caught the charge move right here, which is going to be Frenzy Plant. So this is really nice. It's going to be resisted right here, which is great. It still does a decent amount of damage, and we will see a Diggersby now come in. Now, with this team, I was supposed to run Focus Blast. That's what's very important. I want you guys to understand that. Over there, it says Psychic because that's what I use, but I should have TM'd away Psychic into Focus Blast. So if you want to run this team, change Psychic to Focus Blast. And this is a great reason why right here. We would have one-shot this Diggersby if we ran Focus Blast. We got a shield right there, which is great. We're going to go ahead and throw the next V-Create right here for neutral damage. Hopefully it does enough to take it out. No, not enough right there. So we are going to try to Confusion down. Now, we are going to shield right here. You guys saw I just got a confusion through, which means if we shield, that damage is going to apply, and we will be able to take out the Diggersby. Flip this matchup around so we can have Diggersby Golbat versus Serperior, and Obstagoon versus whatever they have in the back. In this case, it is going to be a Lantern. So we just go for the V-Create for some extra damage right there, which is nice. We're going to bring in that Obstagoon right here for this neutral matchup. Throw Night Slash right away. Just start putting a lot of pressure on Lantern to shield right here, and then when they do swap, if they do, into Serperior, which they do, we're going to go ahead and swap into the Golbat right here, and this is going to be a good game. Golbat is a very nice matchup against Serperior. We resist the grass moves, and we only take neutral from Aerial Ace right here, which doesn't do too much damage, so you guys can see this is a very nice matchup. We're going to go ahead and just farm down, and then we're going to be throwing Poison Fangs here against the Lantern. Again, lowering that defense, chipping away the health, forcing shields, so we do get the shield as well, and then we're going to go ahead and go for another one. We can easily close this game out with Obstagoon. We could also build up to Shadow Ball and throw that, but I'm just going to go with the Obstagoon win. And that Poison Fang actually did a lot of damage. They're going to go ahead and throw the Thunderbolt. We let it go. We still have a shield. We bring in Obstagoon, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played to my opponent right there. Okay. Key in that one was catching that Frenzy Plant. I think that really shifted the whole dynamic of this matchup. Okay, moving into this next battle, we have Obstagoon on the lead versus Medicham. Terrible matchup right here. We're going to go ahead and swap right away into Victini. We're going to be counting the counters as well, and they are going to be bailing on Power Up Punch. Now, we do see a Bastiodon. This is, again, where I said we need Focus Blast, and this is where I messed up not having the move. I didn't even think to change it to Focus Blast, but that's what the team needs. So we're going to go ahead and go for these V-Creates right here. We built up to 2 because when you throw a V-Create, your defense drops dramatically, so you want to make sure that you have 2 stored. Otherwise, you may not be able to get to that second one in time because these smackdowns are going to be doing so much damage, as you guys can see. So we're going to bring in the Obstagoon right here to farm down. Hopefully we can take it out before it does get to a charge move. If it does get to it, we're going to let it go. So they will be getting the charge move. We're going to have to let it go. We're going to have to rely on Golbat to sweep. They may have a Azumarill in the back, which means Golbat can do very, very well against a Medicham and an Azumarill because of the Poison Fang debuff. And we will see Medicham come back in, so we're going to go ahead and throw Night Slash. This is mistake number 1 that I was talking about at the beginning of the video. My opponent decides to shield right there. There's nothing on Obstagoon from 5 counters that can one-shot a Medicham, so they shouldn't have shielded. They also throw a Power-Up Punch, so we're going to go ahead and swap. We have shield advantage, and there is a Politoed in the back. Now, what I'm going to look to do right here, I make a mistake. I think I should have built up the Shadow Ball first, then throw the Poison Fang, because I need to be applying shield pressure right now. But defense drops are just incredible, which is why I'm just going to continue throwing Poison Fangs. We also are going to be shielding these charge moves right here. Weather Ball is going to do a lot of neutral damage, and Golbat is my win condition. So we're going to go ahead and throw this next Poison Fang. Wing attacks as well. The fast move is doing neutral damage, and it's going to be ramping up with every Poison Fang as well. As you guys can see, this is really, really nice, and we're going to go ahead and shield here. Now, my only win condition, Medicham is energy dry, is I have to catch the Psychic on Obstagoon right here. Ice Punch won't take me out, but now Ice Punch can take me out because they did get to another Weather Ball, which is unfortunate. So now I have to be counting for Ice Punches as well. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to go straight for the Poison Fang once we build up to Shadow Ball to get that shield, and then we're going to look to swap to catch the Ice Punch, which I'm hoping that they have. So we do not get a shield. That's crazy call by them. We're going to go ahead and swap into Obstagoon. We don't catch the charge move on Obstagoon, and when I wanted to, but they threw it anyways, and they threw a Power-Up Punch. That is a mistake by my opponent. They could have just farmed me down. We're going to go ahead and go for another Poison Fang right here to do neutral damage, get that final shield, and now it's going to be a race to the charge move. I'm guessing they have Ice Punch, and they do get to the charge move in time. Now, this was quick, and it's just going to be a Power-Up Punch. My opponent made a mistake right there, and we will be able to fast move down, and that is going to be a good game, very well played. So if you're in the Medicham's position, don't shield that Night Slash, counter down the Obstagoon, throw that Psychic or Ice Punch versus Golbat. Alright, moving to this next battle, we have Obstagoon on the lead. This is going to be a tough matchup. It all depends on what they have in the back, but we have Cross Chop. Now, they do win CMP tie, even though my Obstagoon, which the IVs are kind of messed up there, so I will look to move that. My IVs are pretty bad, as you guys can see. Why is it all the way over there? We're doing live editing right here. Okay, so as you can see, mine was just a hatch, and they do decide to swap into Blastoise, so I'm going to go ahead and throw Night Slash. This was kind of a panic throw on my end. I just wanted to do some neutral damage. I was extremely low, and we're going to go ahead and go on the Golbat. Now, we're going to save that Obstagoon as basically a sack swap late game. We also need to be consider the fact that they still have a Night Slash on their own Obstagoon, which is why you guys are going to see the plays that I'm going to make. Now, we threw Shadow Ball right there, hoping that they wouldn't shield, thinking it was going to be a Poison Fang, but they did shield. So we're going to go ahead and shield ourselves. That Ice Beam would have definitely KO'd us. And now we're just going to load up on energy, and we will have to throw a Poison Fang here because they can get to a Hydro Cannon before we can farm them down. So we're going to go ahead and throw this Poison Fang. This does neutral damage, and we will be able to farm down. Now, we'll have to see what that final Pokemon is going to be, and it's going to be a Shadow Hypno, which is unfortunate. But we do get the Poison Fang off, which is definitely going to help us out here in this matchup. Now, the only way I can win this is by catching a charge move on Obstagoon. Remember, Shadow Ball we have to watch out for, which is 5 confusions. They have 2. And we're going to go ahead and bring in the Victini. So there's 3. Maybe there's 4. Actually, I miscounted, so this is going to be 4 here, which means this is just a punch. But they threw an Ice Punch, which we resist, which means maybe they don't have an answer, and I instantly swap to Obstagoon, fully expecting my opponent to swap into theirs to throw a Night Slash. Now, they are going to go ahead and throw another charge move right here. This is probably going to be another Ice Punch, but no, it's Thunder Punch, which means they had a neutral move, so they made a mistake, and the Obstagoon now gets to the charge move. This is going to be taking us out, but it's just a Cross Chop. That's resisted. Hopefully they didn't have Night Slash because they're not doing too well with their typings right here, but this is why I said if your opponents make mistakes, you have to be setting yourself up in a position to get a win right there, and we do. If they had Night Slash, we would have lost. If they had Shadow Ball, we would have lost, but good game to my opponent, and let's go ahead and move into this final battle, I believe, right here. Maybe I have one more. We have Obstagoon versus Qwilfish. Okay, so this is kind of a neutral matchup. Nothing can really one-shot right here. Qwilfish now with the Poison Sting update is going to be gaining energy at the same rate that Mud Shot and Thunder Shock do, which means it's going to be very spammy. It has Aqua Tail and Sludge Wave. It's going to be a very strong Pokemon in this meta. So we're going to go ahead and let the charge move go through, and it was a Sludge Wave, which is unfortunate. We're going to swap into Victini, and they swap into Scrafty here. Now, what's important here is to be counting the moves to make sure we're shielding, and this is going to be a foul play right here. They built up enough energy, so I will shield, and thankfully it was a foul play. It would be very unfortunate if they went for Power Up Punch. And what we also want to do is be going for the double V create like we did before. Confusion is doing neutral damage as well because of that fighting dark typing there, and V creates will one-shot if they land, so we do get one shield. We're going to go ahead and queue up the next one, but we don't get it, so we're going to go ahead and shield again. I need to get shields out of the way from my opponent. So we're going to go ahead and build up halfway to another V-Create and then throw it right here. That way, if they do decide to let it go, I have residual energy on the back end. But what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to swap into Obstagoon on the charge move. So I go ahead and swap, but we swap at the same time. Remember, I have a V-Create loaded on my Victini. Night Slash is going to be taking out the Qwilfish right here. We are going to see Scrafty come back in. That means I can bring Golbat here into the Scrafty. Foul plays will not one-shot. I can survive 2 of them. So we're going to go ahead and load up on energy. They're going to throw the foul play right away. This is going to be doing neutral damage in this matchup. And remember, what do we have? We have Victini with a V-Create locked and loaded. They're going to go ahead and throw another one right here. This isn't going to take us out, but it's going to get us low, and I want to commit to the farm down. That way I have enough energy to try to hit whatever's in the back. Now the final Pokemon is going to be a Abomasnow. You guys love to see it. V-Create is locked and loaded. Abomasnow is taking 4 times damage. Here it comes. Boom! One-shots it right there, and we went 5-0 to get this battler. Lifetime patron access, a free Golden Boom shirt, and that was a good game, very well played. It was such a fun live stream. This was one of the amazing sets that I had with the teams that you guys made for me on Twitter, which was a lot of fun. We're going to be shoutcasting some of the other sets that I had with very strong teams that I think that you guys can bring here to Go Battle League for Season 2008. This was just one of them. It's going to be Obstagoon, Golbat, and Victini. Again, change Psychic to Focus Blast if you do have it, and then you could run Shadow Golbat as well if you have that. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This team was a lot of fun. If you guys want to catch up on the live stream, that video is on the channel. It's got that Umbreon. You'll see it says Go Battle Live Stream Night. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.